What a month! In the last 24 hours, too many major signals hit at once. Sustained ETF outflows, large BlackRock Bitcoin buy headlines, a strong Nvidia reports, rising US-Iran tension, and the fresh tariff pressure between the US, European Union, and China. When this many macro and crypto triggers stuck in one day, the market usually sets up for a sharp move. Watch this video till the end, because missing the content costs you a real money. My name is Andrew, this is Elcaro Trade, and right now we're gonna talk about what's happening on the market and of course what we're trying to trade on the cryptocurrency and in what asset we invest our money in stock market. And yes, of course, I'm still sitting in the long positions that's temporary in unrealized losses, but it's getting very close to profit, and I'm telling you that as soon as possible I'm gonna close them. Because while everyone was waiting for a rally, we ran an absolute short marathon. We've been telling to the people that the price will be there where we saw the price for the last couple of days or even weeks. From January 18, on the same YouTube channel, on the same live streams, we walk you through almost every major move, down and up, not only calling the direction, but calling the dates, the price, the range, and even where the price would not go, where the price definitely not gonna be. We tracked the manipulation, we explained them to you, we told you what they're gonna drop in the news, and we show you that the news always go after the price. We told you where will we open our position, where we will close them, and when the market will move. We analyzed dozens of assets that you ask us in the comments, and in return the videos barely got 100 likes. Unfortunately, I'm not happy with that results. So I think I understand something now. Most people don't actually want to learn how to make money. They want to watch someone else make it, and they want to feel themselves happy while someone makes mistakes in front of the hundreds or thousands of people. But we are still here, and I still force myself to record these daily videos, and my team helps me with that. So let's review the February. Every major move hits the target. Check the previous videos, open every video, every live stream. We called the bottom around the February 5th. We expected to bounce into 68, 74,000, and a short price reached 72 and dropped back to 63. Right from 5th till 6th, I made the video for you when I'm showing you the range from where we can catch the short position. Then we said that the price will bounce back to 70,000, and we set exactly the day and the minute when it's gonna happen with the help of our trading filter. From the top we are selling, from the bottom we are buying. Day by day, dollar by dollar, asset by asset. Did you profit? I don't know, you're not telling us. You're not telling how grateful you are, how you want to say thanks to me or to developer of the algorithm. We're just making this video for whom? If you didn't make profit, that's fine. The market always gives another chance to those who prepared, for those who's not scared to press the buttons, and especially for those who's not breaking the risk management. On the 24th of February, I start accumulating alts, and I notify people in the private group about that. Link in description. And honestly, for the last 6 months, I've been buying the deepest altcoin lows, ideal entries, even while price kept driving lower. And I notify you and other people in our community when I'm selling that. But thanks to the algorithm, I didn't buy at 126,000. And definitely, I'm not buying altcoins on the tops. And the exits, oh my god, how accurate we are. I posted all this video on the TikTok and in our private group, public group, and even on Instagram. 18th of December, I sold everything. May 12th, I sold everything. July 21, I sold everything. Mid-September, sold again. Then January 13, after position been opened in November 21st, and in the middle of December, which you know before, we buy bottoms gradually and we sell tops absolutely impossibly gradually. Okay, not always I'm going all in, and I'm not always selling all amount of assets. I'm always telling to you, partly. I fixed 25%, I bought 25%, I bought 1/10, I bought 1/4, I bought half, I sold half, etc, etc, etc. So the real question is, what are you doing while you're watching this video? What are you doing after you watch this video? Are you acting or you reacting? And right now we're gonna dive deep to the news. We're gonna discuss a lot of things that's happened for the last 24 hours, and of course we're gonna take a look at the chart. BTC spot ETFs, 5 straight weeks of outflows and the whale transfers are putting you in the state of fear and doubts your entries. So value your data shows 5 consequent weeks of outflows from spot BTC ETFs. It started to happen since March 2025. CryptoQuant also reported notable whale transfers from wallets to exchange. Someone from the Satoshi Nakamoto era moves their assets. We discussed this in the Telegram channel. I made the post, and after that the developer said, whoa, the price in 2029 not gonna be $200,000 for the Bitcoin. He made the calculations, and today we create additional app for our followers, which we still didn't drop, but the app which help us to make calculations where the price not gonna be. You just entering the date and you're receiving the probabilities, 68, 95 and 99% chance where the price not gonna be. At the same time, BTC held a relatively tight range despite distribution pressure. So let's take a look at the iBeat ETF of BlackRock. For example, it shows to us that right now the price could bounce back until 4th of March, but I don't think that the price will bounce back. But I don't think that the price will bounce back too high, because we have the trading filter which showing to us that we need to turn around, and the daily time frame trading filter shows to us that we need to go to the small correction. So probably we're gonna close this gap on 37, maybe we even gonna touch 36 with all this news about the Iran tension, Iran pressure and the war that could happen. Yeah, so in my opinion, the ETF of iBeat will do that moment, and it shows to us that on the daily time frame we're gonna go higher right until May, then July. July, how many times you've been notified about the July? You know where I bought this ETF? On 5th of February. I notify people in the Telegram channel. I said that I'm buying ETFs on the Bitcoin, Ethereum, I'm buying Ethereum and the Bitcoin, and I show the results for you. So in my opinion, no matter what they said to us that they are selling, they just moving their money. They just trying you to sell them back, so they gonna buy the bottom. The same bottom when the price was almost at the beginning of ETF on the Bitcoin era. Take a look at this. Summer, autumn 2024. So basically we returned the price which was 2 years ago. So what I think about this, that I'm definitely gonna buy more. I'm definitely gonna buy more on 2nd, 3rd, like the 1st week of March. I'm gonna put more money to the Bitcoin ETFs. If we're gonna take a look at the HODL, the Van Neck Bitcoin ETF, it shows us absolutely the same information, that the middle of March, and you've been notified about the middle of the March on the Bitcoin price. Yeah, if we're gonna go with the 4-hour time frame, take a look at this. It's still gonna be here. We said to you that the price from here will turn around. We catch absolutely incredible long from 63,000 to 70,000. Then I said that the price will go to the correction. Right now we are still in the same correction. So what I'm expecting right now on the Bitcoin, that the price could do that movement, then we're gonna go up. So we reach all the target that I want except 58,000. Guys, please be prepared that the 58 is still possible, but here is the question. Either it's gonna be here at the beginning of March on the manipulation, either it's gonna be here in the middle of March on the one more news of the war, or it's definitely could be closer to May or August. I cannot say you right now that we're gonna go lower than 60,000. No, I set my expectation, I'm explaining them every day, but still we're gonna go up until the end of March, beginning of April, then one more correction until May, and the pretty good huge pump until July. I still pretty confirm and sure that we're gonna have some Altseason, X2, X5, maybe even more in some assets on the altcoins. A fresh market post says BlackRock bought roughly 296 million worth of BTC, with claims that institutional buying activity is picking up again. 2 days ago they selling, 2 days after they buying, then they buying, selling, buying. All this news we cannot even check. There is the data that the BlackRock dropping because they need to do that, but still we reading this news and we think, oh my god, they are selling, I need to sell. Someone moves their assets on the Coinbase, on the Robinhood or whatever. There is outside the exchange, there is huge amount of assets that been sold and bought outside the exchange. You probably heard about this, OTE purchase. So it means that you not always understand what they are doing. Maybe they sold 300 millions and then they bought 300 millions back. You always receiving information delayed. You don't know exactly the price, but after you receiving the information about they purchase or the selling price, you starting to make decisions the same that you read the article. You starting to make decision affected by the articles that you read in the news. So I'm definitely not gonna try to repeat all these huge hedge funds moves, except maybe probably the Michael Saylor, who's only buying but not selling. He's right, but somehow he's always buying too early or too late with the price going lower. So if you're buying, buy for the best timing and the best price. Nvidia reported around 68.1 billion in quarterly revenue in 2025, which are above expectations, followed by a strong stock reaction. But after that, let's take a look at the chart. So yesterday we have pretty good reaction on the Nvidia, and we said to you that probably the market could even open with the gap. But we didn't say to you that the price will go only higher and higher, because our forecast been showing to us that we need to go higher, but we always reacting with the help of the trading filter. So right now there's divergence putting price lower, and if we're gonna turn on the things that I've been showing to you, the yellow line, we're going up, we're going down, the movement down. From here, the same. We need to trade, we need to make correction. The yellow line was given to you here, the white line was given to you here. So we made the movement down and we move exactly to the target that I've been showing to you months ago. So right now, in my opinion, the price should go slightly lower, bounce back, go lower once again. Maybe we're gonna reach once again this target zone. Maybe we're gonna stop here. From here, I'm expecting additional movement up on the Nvidia stocks. Rappers discussed an anomaly on COMEX gold. About 4,000 open contracts remained in focus, with delivery implication estimated around 12 tons of gold. It's about $2 billion equivalent. I don't give a fuck about this anomaly. I don't give a fuck about this news. Let's take a look at the chart. So if we're gonna turn on the drawings, you will see that this is the daily sale. Yeah, this is the daily sale, but since 18th of February, go and check video on this channel, or maybe that was on the live stream, which was on that week. So we've been expecting price to be here. But if we are analyzing the daily time frame, it shows to us that the price still should go lower. But as soon as possible, you see this white line showing to us that we can reach $5,300. From there, we're gonna go lower and lower and lower. And I still expect that we will see pretty good correction on the gold closer to March, June, and even the end of the 2026 on the weekly time frame. So in my opinion, no matter who need to do what with all these contracts, etc, 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 it's definitely gonna affect the price. It's definitely gonna affect the price. But right now, I'm just gonna put one more correction zones for you, which gonna happen probably from the beginning of March and then from the middle of March. So right now I'm gonna expect that the price of the gold will go higher. You see, we have a divergence here, so the price should go higher, lower, higher, lower. That's my opinion, that's my expectations. It's still the same with the white line, still the same with this yellow line, which showing to us that we need to go to the correction. As always, from the higher time frame, we're trying to find, take a look at this, yeah? Even I need to delete this because there was the correction. We always need to find the best entries, the best exit only on the trading filter. Take a look at this on the daily time frame. Take a look at this sell, this buy. Take a look at the weekly time frame. When this guy starts to turn around, it's a pretty good entry. And right now we're receiving the notification about the Bitcoin dominance for our time frame filter, that the dominance could go lower, which could probably give us one more manipulation up on the altcoins. But let's get back to the news. According to New York Times, Iran's supreme leader reportedly ordered a contingency plan in case of assassination disrupted governance during conflict. Other reports said Iran is preparing for a potential US strike scenario. A separate headline also said Iran rejected US nuclear demands for zero enrichment and dismantling facilities. So I've been talking a lot about the Iran-United States conflict and how it's gonna affect the price of the gold, silver, oil, gas, etc., and how other assets will react on this news. But still, I'm not expecting that something terrible, huge gonna happen right now. Because our forecast shows that until March, there's gonna be uncertainty in the media and of course in the government, in the geopolitical, oh my god, what's gonna happen? They're gonna tell you what's gonna happen after it's gonna happen. And all our algorithm shows that from the beginning of March, we're going up until April. Then we go into the correction until May, so probably the new part of the terrible news, oh my god, gonna happen, and they're gonna drop it to you. And in May, people will be afraid, but the price will go only higher, higher and higher until July. You know what? I understand that it sounds crazy, but in July, we could see price higher than $110,000 and even something like 127, 130. The developer calculations will correct me, will tell me where the price not gonna be definitely, and maybe in our Telegram channel, I will send you what the price not gonna be at the beginning of July. But still, we're gonna have pretty good movement up, especially on the altcoins. They need to put you in the state of FOMO. They need sell you news. They need you to sell your assets, and then when the price bounce back, when you're gonna feel the FOMO, you're gonna buy on the high, and they're gonna drop price way lower than it is right now. So while everyone wouldn't expect this, and everyone will tell me in the comments, Andrew, you're stupid, we're going only higher, $2 million for the Bitcoin. Yes! You will see how I'm telling you, go back at the end of February. Basically, you can do the same with the previous year. Go back at the end of February, beginning of March, and you will see how we notify you about the April crash, how we notify you about February crash, how we notify you about exactly the precisely movement of the price of the Bitcoin and other assets in March 2025. And that's gonna happen exactly the same in July, August, September, October, November, December, and during the next couple of years you will see how I'm putting you in the state of, oh my god, why I didn't listen to this guy with the sign, oh my god. I want to get back to the job. Hello, this is McDonald's. Yeah, I have absolutely incredible experience in the operation of the hedge fund. Yeah, did you heard about I'm buying the high, I'm selling the dip? Yeah, that's me. So what you gonna offer to me? Okay, I'll be there tomorrow. That's it. They just gonna do it one more time, and then I'm gonna tell you, we told you. Trump signaled red lines for 25% tariffs on the European Union goods from June. Oh my god! They preparing you for one more movement up. But they telling to you that in June, the price will go down. They telling to you that, okay, the last time I dropped the tweet, the last time the tariffs was in April, the price go down, and then the price go down once again. So right now, they preparing you for terrible. And you know what's gonna happen in May? They will say that the chart already include this news. Or they gonna say this in the beginning, middle of March, that the chart already put this news and include this news in the action of the price. And then people will be afraid because they're gonna remember this. Trump said in June, 25%. Oh my god, I need to sell, I need to open short positions. But from the beginning of June, even from the beginning of May, we will see pretty good movement up until the end of June, beginning of July. But also, as always, why you should watch this video on the daily basis? Because you can see our trading filter. You can see the 4-hour time frame forecast, which helps you to find all these swing trades during the week. So basically, all this news, all these notifications to the people, they just manipulate you to be afraid or to catch the FOMO. And the US Supreme Court also limited presidential tariff authority in 6-3 decision. We already said it to you, while European Union institutions discussed delaying, pausing trade ratification steps pending policy clarity. For me, it's just another sentence of the hard for understanding, impossible to amplify on my trading strategy words. And what next? your government, your smart people, your smartest people in this country, in this world, tell me how I can make money, because right now you saw how many incredibly funny memes walking around the media and in internet like Mr. President, we're tired of winning, while everything dropping on 80-90% if we're talking about the crypto. The good and definitely useful news. The MetaMask and Mastercard officially launched a crypto card in the United States, marking a real-world payment expansion step for crypto users. I'm personally sometimes using the crypto cards, but it's such a small amount of money which I'm moving from the fiat currency that I have, because mostly I'm reinvesting all my profit from the cryptocurrency to the cryptocurrency, and I'm always telling to the people in the private group when I'm buying. And the last buying date for me and for my followers was on 24th of February. If the price will go lower, I'm gonna buy one more time, no matter what the price will be. Basically, I'm gonna tell you this from the bottom of the 4-hour time frame trading filter, and we're gonna discuss this on the Ethereum right now. So let's take a look at the Ethereum. Yeah, our forecast been showing to us that we expecting movement down, we go down, then we expecting movement up. You probably catch this movement, and right now I'm gonna wait for one more correction of this movement. I'm still expecting, I can delete right now because we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore in the lower, higher time frames, whatever. I'm just gonna tell you what could happen with the price in the meaning of the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame could give us some kind of the volatility here, maybe manipulation down. Definitely, we need to go higher to $2,300, $2,200. So mark my words, the price will be here, and the price could come back to that point. I will try to stick to the middle of March and the beginning of March. I don't care what the price will do here with all these manipulations, with all this notification about the war, but definitely on the higher time frame like daily, we will see how the price going higher until April, and then we will see one more top here, and it's inevitable to see price lower than $1,500 at the end of the year. We have the daily time frame bullish divergence, we have the weekly time frame bullish divergence, we have the 4-hour time frame which gonna be at the bottom, which probably gonna give us that type of the movement, and here I'm gonna buy more. So that's how I'm making my decision. If the yellow line and the forecast showing to me that we can buy, I'm buying. So just to show you once again, can I delete this line here? I'm just gonna put 2 buying dates for me. That's gonna be 28 and still 1st, 2nd of March. The price not gonna be here, mark my words. We gave you this 2 weeks ago, and maybe on the next live stream this Sunday 11 a.m. by Los Angeles time zone, we will tell you where the price not gonna be in the nearest future also. So that's all. That's every news that we have for today, except the one more breaking news that Afghan Taliban launched the rockets on the Pakistan. I don't know what is gonna affect what they're trying to say to us, but the price doesn't care. We have a small reaction which we catch in the meaning of the short positions from $70,000, and right now I'm already in the long positions, and in the short positions same way, but the short positions is way more lower than the long. So thank you very much. I hope you love this content. Please press like, write any comments, and just try to fix profit. We know when to buy. Goodbye.